shall discontinue from thy heritage.
Read that again.
And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thy heritage.
So when the Lord plucked you out of your land and brought you over here to the land of your captivity, that's when you started to discontinue from your heritage. All right? Your culture. Go ahead.
From the heritage that I gave thee.
And you start to lose your language. Okay? You start to speak a broken form of Hebrew until the slave master came over and beat your language out of you. He beat the rest of everything out of you and basically reprogrammed you. Now you English, now you're Spanish, you know. Now you speak Portuguese, which are all the languages of the beast. All right, the so-called European. All right? Go ahead.
And I will cause thee to serve thy enemies in the land which thou knowest not.
Yeah, and that's why you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, that's why you got to serve these devils every single day of your life. Okay? For the one of all things, you got to serve your enemies, man. A lot of you jakes that's on welfare, you got to go to the county building to get from him. All right? You got to go to his full system, his so-called educational system. All right? To be indoctrinated. And if you don't do that, you got to go to, you gonna put you in the prison, in the jails, man.
You gotta get his vaccination.
You got to get it vaccinated.
Even though you're healthy, you still gotta take that in.
You got to do everything this devil say here. You know? But you northern kingdoms, you Hispanics, you had this first. All right? That's just like you got your own household and you already got your rules and regulations that you go by under your own household that you establish. But some strange man come into your house and just kill up everybody in there. Or he might leave one person alive, but that person that's alive, you got to do what he say. And he's about to change up all the instructions and guidelines that your father laid down in the household. He gonna change all that. Now you gotta follow the instructions of the man that took your house. Now you gotta do what he say. That's exactly what happened to the northern kingdom, man. But the Lord allowed that to happen because you moved the Heavenly Father to anger and wrath. Okay? Go ahead, bro.
For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever.
And that's why you suffer the way you suffer. And here it is, we're trying to snap you out of plantation Christianity, but all you're gonna do is revolt and go even further. You're drunken, man. It's like it's seared into you now, man.
Taste of that wine.
You know? You cuss us out for telling you to snap out of that shit, man. That's what got you in the predicament with the Lord in the first place. Slavery. Not owning your own shit. Not doing what you want to, what you're able to do as a human. Okay? You serve in slavery under the oppressor, the devil. But here it is, you worship the same devil. You know? Stockholm Central, man. You know? And he beat this Christianity right into you. Going back into that article, you saw what he was doing. If you wasn't a Christian, that gave them the entitlement to slaughter your ass, man. So when he came over here, he did that to y'all and put y'all in subjection and made y'all Christians. He wasn't following after this man's religion prior to him coming over here.
Right. You find some broken ways of the Heavenly Father's statute laws and commandments.
Yeah.
You know, right, there's still more in this. Did he have more script?
Was that it in Deuteronomy 29, right? Okay, come. Go ahead, get back into the article.
Okay, it says back in this article, which was Native American Netroots. It says, yeah, the discovery of Indians presented some problems for Europeans since they were not mentioned in the Christian Bible. For sure where they were mentioned in the Christian Bible, right? 10 tribes. It says the Native Americans did not fit within Orthodox Christianity's explanation of the moral universe. Because how many years have passed? Between hundreds of years have passed.
Yeah.
From the 8th century BC all the way up, or 7th century BC, whatever, all the way up until the 1400s. AD.
Yeah.
You know, it says, yeah, so no one was keeping tabs on the people that was over here, that they were still the Israelites.
Exactly.
So, at the time of the first contact with the Spanish, the Taino world stretched across the Caribbean islands for more than 1,000 miles. The Taino, part of the Arawak language group, Arawak, right? Had arrived on the island more than 2,000 years earlier from South America. By 700 CE, they occupied the Lesser Antilles and Puerto Rico. They then pushed into the Greater Antilles, Hispaniola, Jamaica, and Cuba. It says in South America, the Arawak-speaking ancestors, that was Arawak meant, another word in time, Hebrews, I forgot that. It said the Arawak-speaking ancestors of the Taino had a lifestyle that centered around the growing of manioc, how you say that?
Yeah.
Manioc and other root crops, hunting, fishing, and gathering wild plants. This lifestyle adapted to the islands and the sea, rather than separating them. Yep. That's why the food and the culture goes depending if you're on a coastal island, or if you're in a coastal region, or interior of the region of the country, or you're on an island, you go by what they have on the island, what fish or whatever you can get from those coastal places, right? It says, this lifestyle adapted to the islands and the sea, rather than separating them, seemed to unite them. They had ocean-going canoes which could hold as many as 100 people. A canoe that could hold 100 people.
Yeah.
But they all had to row. Hey, it is what it was. It said, So voyages between the islands were commonplace. Intermarriage among the lineages of the different islands was also common and helped building a unified network of kinship relations because we were the same people.
Yeah. You just said it. Those are all the 10 tribes. You according to the law, you're able to marry within the tribes, man. You just wasn't allowed to marry the heathen. So everybody that was over here, that was Israel. So of course, they should have wives of their own kindred.
We all have some resemblance of belief, so to speak. Not heritage, but what's the word I want? Of something that you follow. Of belief. I don't know another word.
So they all believed in a higher power, the Lord.
Right. Anyway, it says, excuse me. Another unifying element among the Taino was the ball game. The game, which was found in Mesoamerica and part of South America, was played using a rubber ball on courts with stone or earthen embankments. As in Mesoamerica, the ball...
Read down, bro.
Yeah.
Just going into like what they used to do.
The tie them in, right?
Yeah. Go
Political
down,
power, mother lineage, or you want this down here, 1495. Oh, probably up here.
About the Spanish.
Yeah, right here.
Going back into
Con. It says, read down a little bit. It says, when Columbus landed on the island of Hispaniola, I don't know how to say that word. Warrionics, was one of the 5 most powerful Taino leaders, with followers numbered in the tens of thousands scattered over hundreds of square miles. Powerful leader, right? It says by 1495, the Spanish who had originally been welcomed by the Taino, had managed to alienate their hosts. Morionics and the other Taino leaders decided that they had had enough, and tens of thousands of Taino warriors, some report claims 100,000, gathered to do battle with 200 Spaniards. The battle was unlike anything that the Taino had ever experienced. It began with 20 Spanish warriors fully armored and riding war horses through their ranks, inflicting great damage. And because in Europe, those knights, they had some of the remnants and the knowledge of what the knights were from the Dark Ages on up. So basically, the whole time they missed the advances in technology of war in Europe, right? Because they were amongst each other when they came over here. Plus, that's not how they were doing battle before that time. It says, you're fully armored and riding war horses through their ranks, inflicting great damage with their swords and lances. Then foot soldiers fired their guns. Guns?
Yeah.
What the? We had arrows. What's the gun?
Esau was giving us the sword, that blessing. And that was how he was going to get back control of the world. Through the gun.
It said, then foot soldiers fired their guns, a terrifying weapon to those who had never encountered it. The advances in technology before was going on in Europe, but it wasn't happening over here yet. It says, finally, the Spanish set loose their large dogs, trained to kill humans upon the Taino warriors.
That's the dogs were, somebody get Hosea 13 and 16. Hosea 13 and 16.
That's similar to the police dogs now. That's the idea where this stems from.
Kind. And it showed you that in Birth of a Nation too.
Yep.
Hosea.
Kind.
13, 16.
It's Hosea chapter 13, verse 16. Samaria shall become desolate, for she hath rebelled against her power.
That's talking about the northern kingdom. Starting with Ephraim. Go ahead.
They shall fall by the sword.
And that's what happened with Christopher Columbus and those Spanish conquistadors. They came with armed and ready, all right? And you tribes, you did not know about this technology, okay? That's how he was able to take you down and take your land from you. Otherwise, y'all would have wiped his ass out. Coming over there. Go ahead.
My bad. The arrow is quiet, so to hear something go pow, and then all of a sudden you instantly die. You ain't gotta try to pull it out or whatever. You just die on somebody going pow.
Shock and awe.
Yeah, that's shocking on and death. You know that's gonna terrify you.
They shall fall by the sword. Their infants shall be dashed in pieces, and their women with child shall be ripped up.
There's another one where it says that they, the dogs was gonna basically rip them up. So, I'm about to look for it.
Use your phone on right?
Yeah. I'll
I can't get my phone
you could get Ezekiel real quick. Ezekiel, like the 7th chapter.
Yeah, you guys gotta learn through the Spirit to make this living. Find the reality. This is jotted down in such a way where it preserves the best, the most concentration. But then your imagination or the Spirit has to deal with you to make it living, to bring these words to life. And if you're in the acting world, it's the same thing. You have to take a script and then put it into real everyday conversation as an actor. That's what the scripts do. Well, you have to do that with these scripts as well. Yeah.
All I'm looking for is
Jeremiah.
that's not the one, but that can come out too, though.
Read it right quick.
Yeah.
Jeremiah? Yeah, Jeremiah 15 and 3, it says, and I will appoint over them 4 kinds, saith the Lord Yahweh, the sword to slay, and dogs to tear. That's what I was thinking. And dogs to tear, and the fowls of heaven, and the beasts of the earth to devour and destroy.
On Ezekiel 7 and 23.
Yep.
Ezekiel 7 and 23. Make a chain.
Speaking of
Speak it loud, bro. Yeah.
Make a chain, for the land is full of bloody crimes, and the city is full of violence. Wherefore I will bring the worst of the heathen, and they shall possess their houses.
They shall what?
Possess their houses.
They shall possess their houses. All right, so this storm first and foremost with this damn devil, and he was going to basically take possessions of your possessions. All right, he took. Not only did he take your land over there, our land, the Holy Land, he also came over here and took this from you.
that's why they're in Palestine over here. That's why they rule the Americans over here.
Hey, because that was the land of Canaan over there, and that belonged to us, and they took that over, and then they come over here. This was considered the land of Canaan, and they took that from you.
Yep. And don't Canaan mean unknown?
Huh?
Doesn't the word Canaan mean unknown? Something like that.
I forget. I gotta
Yeah,
look
it was something like that. Because it was not known until we possessed it.
Yeah.
Both places.
Yeah, go ahead, Al.
I will also make the pomp of the strong to cease, and their holy places shall be defiled.
Go ahead.
Destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace, and there shall be none.
Yeah, all those peace treaties after all that, what happened? All that resulted in was more deaths and more extension of the year of basically of Europe. That's all it did. The devil he removed your landmarks, all right, and he colonized you basically.
Don't say we ain't supposed to make deals, pacts with these heathens.
Yeah.
You making treaties and all that stuff. The devil gonna stab you in the back every time.
That's a lot. What's funny about that is America complains that they've been talking to North Korea for over 30 years and that they keep making these deals with them and North Korea keeps breaking the deals. And it reminds me of the fact that America breaks those deals as well. Donald Trump is on the verge of breaking a deal right now with Iran that Obama made back in a couple years ago. And Iran is letting it known that if they break this deal, no one is to trust America again. Verse 26. Mischief shall come upon mischief, and rumor shall be upon rumor. Then they shall seek a vision of a prophet, but the law shall perish from the priests and the counsel of the ancients.
Some people didn't have no might in their hands. They didn't have no prophets to see. Okay, they couldn't go to the law. Or they couldn't make. They couldn't rationalize the situation, man. All they saw was that a group of people, foreign from a whole other world, is coming upon their land and destroying them in the name of a foreign religion. All right. That foreigners was coming to terrorize and intrude on their lands, man.
How many hundreds of years? Think about the generation that had never seen this. They didn't know they was from someone else. They're just chilling, and all of a sudden one day, somebody come across with a ship, and they just start terrorizing your people. That will bug you out. You know, you chilling, living comfortably, nothing, no worries, not even thinking that there was any other people on the planet probably. Then all of a sudden, this leprous man shows up, A man full of leprosy shows up with death and destruction. Speaking a different language with a different religion.
That's why Yahweh Shah gonna do the same thing to him. He's gonna show up. He's just gonna get down.
Is that the verse? Yeah, go ahead.
Verse 27.
Turn it, bro.
The king shall mourn, and the prince shall be clothed with desolation, and the hands of the people of the land shall be troubled. I will do unto them after their way and according to their deserts.
Yeah.
I will judge them, and they shall know that I am the Lord.
And the Lord ultimately judged the northern kingdom, man. He judged Ephraim. All right? And that's the reason why y'all suffer to this very day. Look how this devil's treating you, Ephraim, you so-called Puerto Ricans. Look how he treating you to this very day, man. But yet, y'all was 75%, 80, 90% Catholic. Right? Come on, man.
Where is the Pope?
Yeah.
I keep asking that, but hey, where is the Pope, man? He ain't said nothing on y'all behalf yet. And 85, 90% of your country gives their money to the Roman Catholic Church. And the Roman Catholic bishops abuse your sons. Where's the Pope?
Yeah. That was it. Yeah.
This is Micah chapter 2, verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest.
No. Not 10, it's not yet. Micah 2 and 1.
Micah 2 and 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hand.
And that's exactly what happened. Even going back to when the Spaniards were ruling, you had the Borgias, you had the Queen Ferdinand, Queen Isabella and King Ferdinand, and they had the power to send fleets of men over here to basically take over this entire known world. Or it's like it wasn't known; it was considered the New World. Okay, and they had the power to colonize it and establish their sovereignty over this place. All right, and they had those councils, and the brother was reading it in the article that they had those councils before they came over here. You know,
Decreed with the papal bull.
with that papal bull. You know, no picture, please. No picture, please.
Yes.
They act like they can't hear and shit.
They ain't paying attention. You Edomites, man, are the most prideful people, man. You guys don't think nobody can tell you nothing. You just do whatever the hell you want. Just invade people's civil liberties or whatever the hell else.
Talking about it now. This is what they do.
Yep. This is why I fix with them people.
Yep.
You gotta go.
Yeah, go ahead. Finish reading, bro. Micah.
Micah 2 and 2 now. And they covet fields and take them by violence. And
They what?
they covet fields and take them by violence.
Is that not what Cristobal Colon and the Spaniards, the conquistadors, is that not what they did? They came over here and they coveted the land that they saw, and they envied the riches and the resources that the people that was already living on this land had. So what did they do? They took it by violence.
Yep.
That's what they do, and that's what they've been doing. To this very day, that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing in Venezuela.
Okay.
That's what they're trying to do to Syria. Okay, that's what they was doing in Afghanistan. Okay, Iraq. Okay, that's what this devil do, man. All right. Go ahead.
And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away.
Take them away. Not only do you take their houses from them, but you also take those people away. All right, what did them devils do? You know, and we mentioned it earlier. What did them devils do after they subjugated Ephraim? Some of the ones that wasn't killed, they enslaved them and sent them back over there to be slaves in the old world.
Yep.
Okay, that's what they did.
What a better way to make you forget you live somewhere. After you take your house, you make them move.
Yeah.
You know, and stay there long enough and scare them and stay there and stay away long enough that they forget where they from.
And give them a name.
Yeah, they don't tie them back to that, right?
Exactly. Call them Puerto Ricans, which means rich port. And, you know, that's just like a slap in the face.
Yeah. After they took all the riches out of it.
It was a port of riches for him. That's why he called it that. That's my rich port.
Yeah.
And here it is, you calling yourself a Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
You know?
Proud,
you don't have no riches.
Right.
All right, all those the nice beach, the nice ass beach, and the gold and the silver and over there that was found over there, that was extracted and taken by him. All right, over to this very day, the Vadio is where you live at, but where it's nice at, where it's nice and the nice beach, all right, the nice plush hotels, that's where Esau is at. The tourists.
Esau own all that.
Esau owns all that shit, man. You even got men that with Fortune 500 companies that
Hedge funds.
that set up hedge funds, and they even set up tax havens in those lands, man, in those islands. They money launder and they set up tax havens over there in those islands, man. They do it down there in Panama, and they do it even over there in Puerto Rico, man. You know?
Then they leave you $75 billion in debt, and you don't even have a stable electrical infrastructure.
Right.
You know, they keep talking about how the electrical grid was already a piece of shit before the hurricane. So you took on America's debt, took on some of that debt, and you didn't get nothing. You barely got enough wire to keep your lights on. You know? And then they want to call you and tell you that you are putting a tax burden or burden on the mainland because you suffered a catastrophe. And want to put it to the world that look, you taxing it, you putting a burden on us. But America took on that burden because they wanted to make you part of their territory. But they did not want to make you part of those people. That's why you still labeled you second class.
If I may ask what you're saying, that's why Trump doesn't want to help. Because this was an expense he wasn't planning on paying.
No.
He's trying to scrounge up money now to make America great again. Now I done took on this new territory. It's like buying a car and saying, "Damn, now I knew the transmission was messed up, but now here go the engine. The engine just blew. Damn, I'm assed up now."
Water pump.
Yep. He don't want to deal with it no more. You know, he gonna throw some fix-all in there.
Alternator.
That works.
Nothing is working. He ready to just sell the whole shit.
Money pit.
So they oppress a man in his house. Oh, Salak, let me call it out. It's Micah 2 and 2. And they covet fields and they take them by violence in houses and take them away. And they oppress a man in his house, even a man and his heritage.
Not only that, but he also oppresses your heritage. That's how you were as a people discontinued from your heritage, man. By him basically oppressing you and beating your heritage out of you. Causing you to speak his language. To adopt his ideologies and philosophies, man. And that's what he did when he conquered you and took your land. But this same man, he's getting ready to be honored tomorrow. You know? Your children is about to learn in the classroom that he was this great man with no ill intentions, and he just came over here and discovered a piece of land that somebody was already at.
I'm about to say, how can you discover something that ain't lost? that was already found by someone else.
Yeah, people already had inhabited the land for a long time. Oh wait, 1,000 years?
That's about it.
Yeah.
Yep.
But they also gonna get a good history lesson and a good lesson, because now with all this chaos going on in Puerto Rico, a lot of them gonna be asking the question, why are we celebrating this goddamn man? So the Lord does things, like you said, we don't know how the Lord thinks. So a lot of people are gonna come to the conclusion that this man of sin is being revealed. This man ain't shit. So the Lord did this right on time, man. And guess what? You ain't gonna be celebrating because you ain't got no damn lights. You ain't gonna be drinking no wine because you ain't got no ice. You ain't gonna be doing nothing. So if y'all going down, y'all have a Puerto Rican parade talking about Christopher Columbus, y'all deserve every goddamn bit you get.
Yep.
That was it, right?
Yep.
No, read us a little more.
Verse 3, therefore thus saith the Lord, behold, against this family do I devise an evil.
Yep, that's talking about Esau. He's going to devise a great evil, because what you did, even though it was the Lord used you to judge his people, but his people is still his people.
Yep.
All right.
All right?
Hey, you didn't fear Salaki, but what they didn't fear and said, nah, Lord, we know that's your precious people. We don't really want to do that. They was happy to do it all the way since the time of Esau, trying to pay back Jacob. So they had no problem to come upon our people with destruction.
For which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go hauntingly, for this time is evil.
Yep. That's it. If you want, brother, you can read some more.
Yeah.
Go into it.
This is what you
Just stay alive without that Jesus shit, dude.
all right. Let me see. I'm gonna go back to the part I was at. Yeah. It said, then foot soldiers fired guns, a terrifying weapon to those who had never encountered it. It said, finally the Spanish set loose their large dogs, trained to kill humans, upon the Taino warriors. The Spanish goal seemed to be to kill as many Taino as possible, a goal that was unheard of in the traditional warfare of the islands. Nobody ever heard of nothing like that, trying to obliterate and exterminate everybody. It says, following their defeat, the Taino accepted their status as Spanish subjects. And still are today.
To this very day. And you willingly worship these people. You know? You willingly worship these devils, man.
Yep. Look what it says. It said they agreed to pay tribute in the form of food, cotton, and gold. It said the Spanish demanded that every man over the age of 14 provide them with a little copper bell filled with gold every 3 months.
Hey. Because this devil, he's
Doing the work for him.
Yeah, because this devil, if he sees something that he wants it, man.
Yep.
And if you ain't gonna give it up, he's just gonna go to war with you.
He gonna take him by force. That's
No
why.
different than today.
That's why most hard we gotta take the people by
He covered fields and he take them by violence, man.
Yep.
That's always been this devil's MO, man. Go ahead, Al.
It says, providing gold, however, was not the greatest hardship on the Tainos. The Spanish were eating them out of house and home. Not only did the Spanish seem to eat far more than the Taino, but they also ate the manioc that wasn't ready to be harvested.
Esau being gluttonous, man.
Yep. Hunting on a full stomach, right?
Yep.
It says, the result was food shortage. Instead of being patient and waiting, just like Esau, Can't wait for the meal to be done. Can't wait for the harvest to ripen.
What's that? That's what Habakkuk the second chapter, right?
Right there.
He basically he's never satisfied. It says he's never satisfied, man.
Habakkuk 2 and 5.
Yep.
Yea, also because he
Color
Habakkuk 2 and 5.
Okay.
Yea, also because he transgresses by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home.
Hey, that's the classic one. Always somewhere he ain't got no. Always trying to set up an embassy. What's the other things called?
Garrisons.
Just different.
Embassies, military bases,
Yeah.
consulates.
You said it, right?
Consulates.
Consulates. They always got something with their foot somewhere that they ain't got no business being.
Yep.
Always somewhere.
They
Never
want to
keep
put
it
their
at
flag everywhere.
home.
Gone.
On the moon.
Gone.
Right?
Yeah.
Want to put it everywhere.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Who enlarges his desire as hell and is death.
And they say hell and death can't be satisfied, which is true. 'Cause everything gets consumed by those, by the grave and by death. Everything has a beginning and everything has an end. The end is manifest.
And cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people.
Yep.
Shall not these take up a parable against him?
Hey, because on many levels he can't even allow the harvest to ripe. He's eating himself out of house and home because he can never be satisfied.
Shall not all these take up a parable against him, a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increases that which is not his?
What are we talking about? The so-called white man, the Edomites according to the Bible. That's you. That's what you do.
Yep.
Always want something that don't belong to you. Always got the foot somewhere that it don't belong. Always trying to make everything yours. If that's why they say if you let this devil be a part of something, he's gonna take it over.
How long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay.
Dead. This man gets so he overconsumes so much that he gets himself into debt.
Yep.
You know, uncontrollable debt at that. It's impossible to pay back.
So we're 20 trillion right now,
You
right?
know? Yeah. Well, you know what? The elites that run this whole shit, he can actually wipe that out because their net worth is worth hundreds of trillions of dollars.
I was just about to say, I heard a statistic saying the elite could actually wipe that out and still be the richest people on the planet.
Exactly.
Dang.
But you know why they won't do that? Because they can never be satisfied, man.
Yeah.
They're greedy, and they understand that as long as you're a lender, the people that you're lending to is always going to be your servants.
Yeah.
You know. So hey, that's what it is. You know. Go ahead, Doc.
Verse 7. Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee,
Yep.
and awake thee shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them?
Yep. Meaning you're gonna be taken by those same people, man. They gonna take you. They gonna spoil you. They gonna take back the riches that you stole.
Yep.
All right. Didn't it not say, was that Job the 20th chapter, that you're gonna vomit up those riches?
Yeah.
You're gonna vomit them up. That's what's gonna happen, man. You're gonna get back everything that you took. Because you took everything by violence, man.
Right.
If you didn't take it by violence, you took it by deceit. All right? You lied to the world to take possession of everything. All right? And that's how the so-called Jew got possession of the world, through deception. Telling the world that they're the Lord's chosen people and that everybody should pay tribute to them. You know? Go ahead, Doc.
Verse 8. Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of them people shall spoil thee.
Yeah, and the elect of Israel is going to be the ones that's going to do the spoil.
That's right.
And that's when Yahweh Shai comes back. Okay? Because the scriptures say we're going to take the kingdom, right? And so the word spoil means to take. Something to be grabbed, snatched. Okay? So we're going to take back what you stole, man. What you stole by deceit and by violence. Go ahead, huh?
Because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land of the city, and all of that dwell therein, woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness.
And them devils, they had an evil covetousness that they was willing to commit mass genocide to basically conquer land that didn't belong to them. Not only do I want that property, I want what's on that property.
Yeah.
You know? Let me get all that. Let me get all the gold. Let me get all the silver. You know? Let me get all the spices. You know? As a matter of fact, you people that was already on there, you come work for me. You come be a slave for me in your own land that I took from you.
That's what he did to him.
And that's exactly what he did to you tribes, man. He came and took your land from you, beat the shit out you, changed your heritage, your nationality, all right, and made you serve him in your own land that he took from you. All right? Because of his what? His evil covetousness. Okay? What it all stems from is going back to Esau.
Right.
Because Esau was not pleased with his blessing. He felt like he had to get way more.
He didn't want the blessing.
And he didn't want that. He wanted the birthright.
He's measuring both blessings.
No, he gave up the birthright.
But he's measuring both like, okay, that's cool, I get the dominion and I can rule by the sword, but I'm supposed to be able to have everything.
Yeah.
Well, you gave that up though. So what is he trying to do with his blessing? He's trying to get back that original birthright with his blessing.
It's John chapter 10, verse 10. The thief cometh not, but for to steal and to kill and to destroy.
And that's Esau. That's Esau in a nutshell, man. He's a thief. He's a murderer. Okay? He's a liar.
Yep.
Hey, when you read Proverbs, the 6th chapter about the things that the Lord hates, that's
him.
Esau.
Yeah. He's the warning of what not to be. He's the example, the living example of what the Most High does not want his people to be. But what are our people though?
Yeah.
Trying to live to the, especially you Northern Kingdom, trying to live to the best of your ability to be like him. Envying the way of the oppressor, you know?
Hey, and I'm gonna say this. Like, when we was, when it was coming out about that wicked nigga in ATL, you're a done.
Yeah.
And they brought up how, one of the brothers brought up how this nigga, he was basically, he was coveting after some property in Atlanta, and there was some people that was already living there, and he wanted one of the brothers to get some goons to go and basically search the place out, or to basically impose some type of strong arm him for that property, man. Yeah. So he did that was an Edomite move, man. You know? You an Edomite at heart, man. That's something an Edomite would do.
I was gonna say, you know it's bad when Jake start being described with Edomite scriptures.
Yeah.
That's how you know this devil is you're completely wicked in the eyes of the Most High. That's it right there. Because Esau is supposed to be an example of what his people are not supposed to do on the earth. The opposite of that.
Yep. Yeah, read that again, huh?
The thief come not, but for to steal and to kill and to destroy.
And that's all he did. All right, Christopher Colon, all he did was come over here and steal, kill, and destroy.
Yep.
All right, and here it is. This man is getting honored every year on his so-called birthday.
Okay.
And all America is supposed to honor him. They're supposed to be taught of this man and treat him as if he was an honorable, prominent figure of society, man. That man, he was nothing but a damn demon, a murderer, a devil, man.
Right.
You know? fuck these damn devils, man.
Right.
That's right.
You know. So when we hear about these devils getting judged, Edomite on Edomite crime,
Con.
hey man, we rejoice, man.
Con.
Right.
I love every second of hearing a devil getting put to death, man.
Con.
In whatever way it happens, man.
Con.
That's right.
All right. There's gonna be more false flags happening. More you Edomites are gonna be dying.
That's right.
All right. And we're gonna praise Yahweh Shem Shai every time.
That's right.
Perfect. And the reason we're going to do that is because the Most High wants that.
Yeah, man. All right, man.
Keep believing in the bro. What? Yeah, fuck everybody else, dude. Good job, guys. Seriously.
What was you saying, bro?
Nah, just we rejoice because the Most High sanctioned it. We want whatever He wants. We know He has a bigger, brighter mind above our limited understanding. That He has a great plan and that He's devising over the whole situation. And we trust in that.
We rejoice because as this prophecy continues to come to pass, we know we're that much closer to the kingdom of heaven.
That's right.
And
everything is true.
And everything is, just lining up like it's supposed to.
Right. We don't have any doubt, man. Looking at all these prophecies being fulfilled, and then the mystery of iniquity of this devil being fulfilled, the so-called white man being the Edomites, and the Negro, Latino, Native Americans being the Israelites, we're fully persuaded, man. If you're not fully persuaded in this thing by now, this thing, you check to see if you're being in faith. This is probably not for you. If you still got doubt anywhere.
You guys still got doubt after the mark of the beast.
Right.
Man.
It's
You might as well live it up and be a nigga because you're going to get destroyed.
Yep. Did I read this or was he still reading them?
That was it.
We read a little more than,
Yeah, come. It's not a whole lot more. But it says the result was food shortages and starvation for the Taino. That was a major hardship. It says Columbus viewed the Taino themselves as a way to amass his personal wealth. Sounds like the fake ass Jews today, right? Yep. It says he selected 500 to be exported to Spain as slaves, and 500 to serve as slaves to the Spanish on the island. Columbus proudly boasted to the Spanish monarchs about the slave potential and its economic benefits.
Free labor.
No different than what the government is doing today.
And it goes back to the slavery here on America too, with the South and the North fighting. Because a lot of people forget that the North benefited more from the slavery in the South than the South did. Because that all those crops and all those materials that was moved from the southern part of America to the northern part, they was getting all the money, So people forget that the North was in with the slavery down South because that's where the business was held.
But they transferred that wealth from private owner to government owners, from national owners. So
this ain't no different than today. You got the big factories all around America, and then you got the major cities is where their main hubs are. You could say.
That's why. That's what the emancipation was about. Just translating the slaves from the south to the north.
And that's what he did right here with 500 that he just exported over to Spain to be slaves. It goes on saying that Columbus would capture and export more Indian slaves, about 5,000, than any other single individual. And that man is to be praised tomorrow on this soil? It says, in addition to capturing the Indians as slaves, the Spanish also hunted the Indians for
No
sport.
pictures, please.